teaching a bunch of high schoolers a design and construction class, which is thrilling. I'm really enjoying teaching. There's something incredibly fulfilling about it. And so we have been going through all the different projects. So like today we finished up our class on like the language of construction. So like, how do you read plans? And what do the plans show you? And then like, what are shop drawings? What do those teach you? What are spec sheets? Like, how do you communicate in construction? And so we've been using Park Road as our example set. And so I've spent a lot of time in the plans of Park Road in the last few days. I teach, oh my God, it's so annoying. So the schedule, it's a rotating schedule, so it's never like consistent. And I teach on D days and G days, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, so there's 2 days in between it's this whole, like, I tell them to send it to me like in bulk, because like if anything happens as well, like for example, like if there's a Monday off, everything shifts. So it's like a very unreliable schedule, which is slightly stressful. It's in person. That's why I had school before this. So it was at my old school that I went to as like a middle schooler and high schooler. And it's an honors course that I teach. So it's from 9th through 12th grade. And I've got one 9th grader, I think 3 sophomores, and a junior. And so it was just like, you know, I was like, I may as well give it a go. And I love teaching. I love teaching. We are at Park Road. It's been a little while since you guys were last here. Hopefully you see some changes. And come in, I'll show you what's happening. Some prep work. Ooh, it's cold. So these ceilings are plaster. And so they are skimming them to make them appear more even. So then they can prime the walls for paint. And we are getting ready to set up a little shop here to build our cabinetry. Right now you're standing in the dining room. This is the living room, and that's the kitchen. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Bien, ¿y tú? ¿Estás preparando? Hola, ¿cómo está, Juan? Bien, bien. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you can see we have all new windows. We have drywall. This is the big door, which we protected. Okay, so this is this door, 8.5 feet tall. And it's big. It's very expensive. So what do? We protect the whole thing. This is the wood that we're using for the cabinets that we're gonna make. It's white oak. And he's actually gotten it pre-finished to try to save some time, because time is of the essence on this project. It will be cabinetry on site, and we need the space to stay at least 69 degrees. Ideally, we'd keep it at 71, 72, because we don't want the wood to expand and contract too much, because then there'll be movement and they'll be cracking. And so we want to keep the temperature static, but there's an issue. The facade on the second floor is still open. And so what we're doing, we're talking about different options to maintain the heat in this space specifically. Should we get the baseboard working? The baseboard heater? We are on the second floor of our Park Road project. It looks a little different. There are now walls. Everything's closed in, as we say. And actually, where you have new drywall, the walls have already been primed. So it's a little bit of everything. This is the front bedroom, which we're still kind of figuring out how to deal with this. We've got a facade issue. It's bringing in water, and we're still figuring that out. So we've built a temporary wall to keep moving. So we're using this as our staging area for all our nice finishes. So all our tiles in here, all the, sinks, light fixtures, all that. This is the middle bedroom, the kids' bedroom, with the buddy bath, as we say. And if you all remember my video where we found all those little fish oil stickers, that was right up in this wall on the other side of here, to give you a little bit of context. So we've got kids' shower and bathroom, kids' bedroom, and then come check out my favorite space, the primary bedroom suite. So this is the actual bedroom, which is enormous. We've got sconces there for either side of the bed, and then TV wall, an armoire is going here. We're doing a little built-in right there for just additional storage. This is the closet right here, which is pretty decent size, I must say, which we love. We love that for clients. Nice big closets. It gives me hope for my life. And then this is the primary bathroom. So we have our double vanities. There's going to be a marble top with a marble backsplash and a marble shelf. And then above that, this whole wall will be a mirror. It says no plaster here because the mirror goes here. And then all the walls are going to be Tadillac, which you know we love. And then we have a bathtub sitting right here. We roughed in for a chandelier, the wires in the ceiling. This is where the toilet goes, and we're doing a little built-in cabinet behind it. This is the shower. This is looking at this wall. And this. Then we have a balcony, or a sliding door to the balcony. So we're getting ready to actually TPO the roof this week, so that way we're watertight. This is the balcony. It's funny because it feels like smaller, and then you'll put everything back in and you're like, wow, actually this is really, it's really interesting how the space expands and contracts at different stages. Because actually what you realize is that their primary, so for my class today with the kids, I was looking at these plans in detail. So let me show you. The kitchen below us starts right here. So their closet and their bathroom and their balcony is the same size as the kitchen. Their master, actually it's a little bit, it's smaller by this delta right here, because where this bay window is the same bay window below us in the living room. So when you start to understand that kind of size, it's really interesting. The kids, they were like, how many kids do they have? I was like, oh, you know, they've got one and they're having another one. And they're like, do designers like make their kitchen too big for them? I said, no, they like to entertain. Like they want a big kitchen. Like when you're a grown up, you understand these things. And the kids like couldn't comprehend it. I was like, oh, so you don't pay the bills. So I had a heated towel rack put into my bathroom and also heated floors. And of the two, I prefer the heated towel rack because like, you know, when you turn off the light on a shower, turn off the shower and it's like cold. So like the first thing I'll do is I'll grab my towel, open it just like a little bit, grab my towel, wrap it around me, and it's like so hot and so nice. And that is by far the best. So, this is called zips, and it's a type of sheathing material. Some people would use plywood and then Tyvek. This zips, the benefit of it is it's technically waterproof, but also it has insulation, and we just prefer to use it. We still sometimes wrap the zips in Tyvek as well, but it wasn't put on the way we wanted it to, and the purpose of the zips is to create a water barrier. What we're doing is by the brick, you see that cracking, and that's from temperature. Different materials, they expand and contract at different rates based on temperature. So when you have two materials together, you actually need to have a proper joint. So we're going to put a joint in between them, and then we're going to seal it and retape it. And actually what's happening here is they're just taping all the joints properly. And the way you know if zips has been used is when you put the tape on, you roll it, and it leaves a little marker, a little Z, so the inspector can know if they've done it properly. So I'm having that redone. Yeah, I want a watertight building. There's nothing scarier in this business than water. It's like the devil. It's very scary. I'm way more scared of water than I am of fire. Says a lot about me though, too. We just want everything, spring is coming, which means a lot more water is coming. And so we just want to make sure that, before we start bringing all these finishes into the house, everything is super watertight. So that is what we are doing here. The tree is still protected. The tree is still going strong. Just grab some photos of this. I just need some of this for my own personal records. So you've now seen the updates for Park Road, and next time you're here, we'll probably have part of the kitchen cabinetry fabricated and installed. and the tile should be up in some of the bathrooms. And maybe we'll have some paint on the walls.